As much as possible, retreat from association with womenfolk, for it is a dangerous magnetic fire. Welcome to Lesbian Bed Death. We start today's show with some breaking news. Our town's mayor is banned from next year's Intergalactic Pride March. The move came after the mayor's homophobic comment scorning the parade as a, quote, gross spectacle of aliens flaunting cock rings in front of our children. Making the most of a teaching moment, March organizers reminded our homophobic mayor that not all aliens have cocks. For example, the aliens from Kepler 186f have genital pores, like snails. Their mating ritual is dazzling. Due to a newly discovered rift in the time-space continuum, creatures living 250 million years ago are now able to phone into our studio. This particular time period, lovingly called the Great Dying by geologists, is not the best access point into the past, as 95% of the Earth's species went extinct after thousands of years of supervolcanoes. But, lucky for us, we do have contact with one of the few survivors. That's right, our new correspondent straight out of the Permian period is none other than a Lystrosaurus. These mammal-reptile hybrids ruled the roost for millions of years, and I simply cannot wait to take in her prehistoric wisdom. Our correspondent goes by the name Ambassador Killjoy. Apparently she got it from a Wu-Tang name generator. Oh, it looks like she's phoning in. Let's get her on air. For those who may have missed her message, I will share it again with you now. Our feminist Lystrosaurus friend simply said, marriage will always remain a symbolic institution signifying the subordination of women to men. Speaking of marriages, the life-size gummy bear couple held their wedding this past weekend, and it was the talk of the town. All the queers attended the event, though no one could say for sure how they knew it was happening since the couple cannot speak or write with their gummy appendages. Even the sarcastic spider attended the event. I had to pull some strings to ensure that I did not sit at the same table, not that it mattered anyways. Halfway through the first course, a scrunched up piece of paper fell into my soup. When I looked up, the spider waved at me with a big smile, or as much as spiders can smile considering they don't have lips or souls. I unrolled the soupy piece of paper and it said, "Please, keep loud talking about how you totally empathize with Indigenous struggles after reading the Arenda this summer. Everyone is super impressed." The life-size gummy bear couple's first dance was a mashup of Pony by Genuine and Chandelier by Sia. It was so sweaty in the dance hall that the happy couple had to be peeled off each other at the end of the routine. This was followed by a toast by Uncle Marble, which was pretty awkward as he was drunk and also incoherent as he's literally made of marble. Local vampire Isabel asked me to read this public service announcement. For the love of dark magic, can everyone please stop asking me what it was like to hang out with Shakespeare or Joan of Arc or some other famous historical person? Some of us vampires lead ordinary lives just like you. Imagine if you were catapulted 200 years into the future and everywhere you went, everyone asked you what it was like to drink smoothies with Ellen Page. Oh, and also, no, not all vampires have light skin, you white supremacist. Do yourself a favor and read some Octavia Butler. And now for our Pillow Talk segment. How'd you get so sweet?
I'm full of tiny lambs.
A quick word from our sponsor at the Windowsill Modeling Agency. Are you a cat? Are you a dog? Sick of your humans telling you to get off your ass and start contributing to the household? Well, we've got the job opportunity for you. There is a demand for all types of cats and dogs to work part-time as windowsill models. You know that fluffy gray and white cat that perches disdainfully at the entrance of your local alternative bookstore? She's a paid model. And who doesn't love that goofy-looking mutt that always lays on the landing of the reusable water bottle store? Again, paid model. Don't let your charm go to waste. Sign up today by scratching or shitting on your owner's favorite armchair. There's a new horoscope reading service in town funded by the Leprechaun Housing Cooperative's Inbred Bulldogs Empowerment Initiative. As we all know, generations of inbreeding has reduced the bulldog lifespan to 3.5 weeks. Oh, but aren't they so cute with their breathing capacity equivalent to the inside of a cocktail straw? Aww. Being constantly on the cusp of death provides these tough fellas with transstellar powers. The radio station got 2 comp tickets for a reading, and I got to accompany dreamy programmer Dr. Singh, host of the popular vegan show Lentil Lovers. It was a short reading. The herd of dogs spoke in unison, warning Dr. Singh to never consider dating me as all Aries are self-serving assholes. Fuck. In brighter news, we're finally seeing some movement in the Chia Pet strike. If you'll remember, Chia Pets are those adorable animal terracotta figurines that grow sprouts that you can stylize to look like fur. The local chapter has been on strike since 1998, when their specialized line of figurines was phased out. Management continues to say that there is no longer a demand for Chia grunge rock lesbians. But the brave laborers caused a renewed stir in their movement last week after the viral success of their video titled, "Call Me Maybe, there ain't no party like a strap-on party." Old woman Rosie has a job opportunity for all you young whippersnappers. Rosie, as we all know, owns the town's only queer-positive plant nursery. There's no other place in town that provides a safe space for gender-non-conforming botanists and horticulturalists to raise a tiny army of genderqueer sentient cacti. While most of the plant nursery operations are performed by the little cacti people in a vaguely disturbing Oompa Loompa-like capacity, Rosie still needs tasks filled by an unpaid internship. The main task will be refolding close to a decade's worth of old road maps. While completely unrelated to plant care, this unpaid internship is sure to usher in a fruitful career for the lucky candidate. All that's required is 3 post-secondary degrees and a positive attitude. As the weather gets cooler and you curl up with your fireplace app, take comfort that it's almost time for Aunt Ramisha's quilting bee. Auntie Ramisha reminds us to bring a quilt square appropriate for whatever theme you signed up for. This year's themes are pajama t-shirts of your former lovers, pajama t-shirts stolen from your former lover's current lover, and pajama t-shirts from the adorable elderly lesbian couple spirits that haunt the abandoned planetarium. Up next is the Experimental Music Hour with guest host DJ First They Ignore You. He's subbing in for the regular host DJ Static Drone. Today's 84-minute show features an audio guide on how to avoid ownership of your mistakes by redirecting blame through a self-indulgent Facebook status update. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.